Junction.
What's going on, Grand Junction? My name is Whitney Robison, and thank you for tuning in. Today we have a very special guest, a former CMU graduate faced with a huge challenge in his life at a very young age. On this episode, we will sit down with Jaqub Gurule and talk about how he stays positive while battling multiple sclerosis.
I first started wrestling when I was about 3 years old. I did a lot of wrestling from all over the state of Colorado, Utah, Wyoming area. I was a two-time national runner-up. I did wrestle overseas in Germany, which was freestyle. I was a collegiate All-American, I guess you could say, too, in Rocky Mountain Nationals, placed in top 6. Wrestling, it's the biggest foundation to building all the blocks of life. I mean, for example, like with me dealing with MS every day on a daily basis, it's not going in and getting shots and injections and having to, I don't have to eat a certain way, I just have to, it helps me out, I guess I should say, and to be disciplined enough to do those things and make myself work out. Be mobile, walk here, yeah, I can't run, but I can somewhat jog. And you can't look at it as a burden once again. I mean, deal with it, get up and fight your fight. Now that it's gone, I miss it. Things you thought you hated, you'll never miss them till you can't do them. And that's how I look at wrestling. And I can smile and say I did it, that's all. I love to fish and hunt, be outdoors, camp, and love hanging out with my friends or pretty much anyone in my work environment. I'd rather put a smile on someone else's face. It makes my day. My family, they stand by me 100%. On my good days, on my bad days, that's the biggest thing. That's all you can ask for. And just to have someone there is huge. And not knowing what you're going through, but just someone there to laugh, smile with you, or if you need something. I mean, it's the little things that matter, it really is. So many things got taken away from me, but it's like, man, I should be able to do this, do that, no problem, and I can't. It's like, man, what did I do to deserve this? But all you can do is smile and keep moving on. You're all dealt the cards you're dealt, it's just a matter how you play them.
Please welcome Jaqub Gurule. Jake, how are you doing today? You don't mind me calling Jake, right?
No, that's totally fine. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. First of all, who puts a Q in their name? Isn't it normally with a C?
Yeah, I guess you could say I'm...
Every time I'm like, Siri, call Jaqub, he's like, Siri, who's that? And I'm like, oh. And my Siri is British, by the way.
Unique, I guess. You want my autograph?
No, maybe later. But anyways, Jake, that was a very inspirational story that you had. So tell us, when exactly were you first diagnosed with MS?
I was diagnosed with MS October 30th of 2012.
And like, how did you know something was wrong? What happened?
My vision was going out. I had double vision. I mean, my heat and cold tolerances were off. But the big thing that gave it away was I was doing my wildland fire pack test for the U.S. Forest Service, and the year before, I mean, I blew through it. And this year, something didn't feel right when I got up, or that year I should say, it didn't feel right when I got up, and I went to it anyways, thinking, yeah, I'll be fine. Went into it, started off normal, and maybe halfway down there, I blacked out and fell down.
Wow.
I mean, it's not me. Get back up, and the EMT comes up to me, and he's like, hey, Jake, are you feeling all right? What's going on? And I didn't know what was going on, and I told him, I was like, let me keep going. Once I fall down again, I'll call it quits. I maybe made it another 20 feet and blacked out and fell down and got into the ambulance and had him take me back to where everyone was meeting. And I was like, I don't know what's going on with me. I had to tell my crew what was going on when I didn't know. And it's just, I don't know. I mean,
wow. So they did a bunch of tests at St. Mary's you went to at first. Now I know you go to community, but we won't talk about that. So did the doctor call you to tell you? Like, tell me about that day in particular when you found out.
Okay, the day I got diagnosed, when I found out, I remember I was in the Sonic drive-thru, and I got a call from a unknown number, and I was okay. Normally I don't answer them, but I answered it, and he told me who it was, and it's like, "How you doing, sir?" and everything, and he's like, "Oh, we got your MRIs back, your brain MRIs." I was like, "Okay, how'd they look?" And he goes, "Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but I got diagnosed, or you're diagnosed with MS." And I was like, kind of, MS. He's like, "Yeah, multiple sclerosis." And me, the worst thing you could do, and I did it, I Googled it, and it pulled up all these nightmare situations, and I'm just like, man, my time's up. I'm going to be done at 19. Okay, I mean, trying to think of everything, put it in the motion, to play, what should I do? And it's hard to absorb at that young.
Yeah, that must have been really tough. But I mean, with every obstacle that you face, I mean, you're the most optimistic, one of the most optimistic people that I know. How has this disease changed your life for the good and the bad?
For the good, it's definitely don't take tomorrow for granted or guaranteed. I mean, everything you do it with passion, is how I look at it. And no matter if you like it or hate it, what it really comes down to, the things you thought you hated, you'll never miss them till you can't do them. As easy as running, brushing your teeth. Cherish them. And the bad things that come out of it, I mean, here I'm only 24 years old and can't run anymore. And even though you got degrees and the credentials, all of the places you put in for jobs, and they love your application, your initiative, they bring you in. But once they hear you got a disability, as in MS, it's like you're a grenade with a pin handed to them. It's like, give me a chance.
Yeah. And do you think that if you weren't diagnosed with MS, that you still might be wrestling today? Or I know you have a lot of other hobbies like hunting and fishing and all that fun stuff. So
yeah, I definitely think about it all the time, and MS is just a part of me. I like to say it stands for man stud. I mean, it is what you make of it, and I guarantee I probably would still be wrestling, doing something like that. I still go in and talk or roll around what I can do, but I mean, it's definitely put limitations on what you're able to do.
So recently I saw that you were on the radio. You've been in a couple magazines. I know that Ellen and CNN were contacting you. I know that didn't go through, but how were those experiences, just doing all that fun stuff with them?
Kind of surreal. I mean, I'm still me. I never change no matter what comes my way. I mean, I definitely jump on the opportunity you get, and if it don't work out, it don't. I mean, I think of life as like a pinball game. You hit something, it don't work, on to the next. Can't stay stagnant. You got to keep moving forward, and that's all you can do. I mean, it was a great opportunity. Let's put it that way.
So one of the last things, what are your hopes and dreams in life? Like, what are your goals? I know that this is not going to stop you accomplish anything. So what do you want to do with your life?
To be truly honest, I want to just be someone successful. I mean, I already marked one thing off. Graduated college with a couple degrees. And that was one big thing I didn't think I was going to be able to do or finish my schooling. And so that was marked off. And now just continue my job as a construction estimator. And we'll see where that takes me.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh, and one more thing. You did do a bodybuilding show last year. So that kind of proves to everyone with multiple sclerosis and other diseases that you can pretty much do whatever you set your mind to.
Correct. I did do, it was physique. So it wasn't like those big guys up there. But I did physique, and it was a national show. It was called The Warrior. It was over outside of Denver. And there was 47 people in my bracket, I guess you would say. And I took 5th out of 47th. And it was just like, wow, maybe I can do it. And I mean, I just did it just to prove my doctors wrong and people that told me I couldn't do something like that. And I guess that's when someone tells you can't do something, it's definitely fuel for the fire.
Okay. Wow, Jake, that's like your story is truly inspirational. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. That is all the time we have for today. Jake, thank you very much once again. I appreciate it. For more information on multiple sclerosis, visit the nationalmssociety.org. On that website, you can find numerous ways you can get involved and even donate to the cause. Have a good week, Grand Junction. Stay safe and have fun.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Did you have fun?
Definitely.